Hey YouTube, it's your girl Nunuru, and this is not a lock video. This is not a makeup YouTube makeup tutorial, lock tutorial, makeup tutorial. This is just me simply talking about what happened to me. So, I just happened to be putting makeup on as I'm discussing, the incident that happened to me because I'm kind of running late. And don't think I use brushes like this to put on my makeup. I just can't find my brushes right now. So, this is like ghetto, but it is what it is. Just so I can tell y'all what happened to me. Also, excuse my hand because I know it looked like, why is my hand looking like this? But as most of y'all know, I got a condition called Charcot-Marie Tooth, better known as CMT. The most I can open up my hands is like that, which I I manage. But anyway, I have a daughter, and I know that I mentioned this on my videos before. My oldest daughter is 25. My middle daughter, 25-year-old, she's married. She lives with her husband. My 24-year-old, she's expecting, and she lived with her baby father. My 21-year-old, she was living with her boyfriend, but they broke up, and she wound up moving back in, back into the house. So her boyfriend, I know that I may not like my kids' ex-boyfriends or wherever people they dealt with. Actually, once it was a time when I didn't even like my daughter's husband, but that's my boy right now. I love him. My son-in-law, he cool people, and he take real good care of my daughter. So kudos to him. I'm coming on because I was abused by a police officer, and for him to cover his tracks so I don't go against him by filing charges against him or suing the police department, he decided to press charges against me for something that I did not do. Okay, this is what happened, and I'm going to try to make it as short as possible. It is a lengthy story, but I'm going to try to chop it up as best as I can for this video. Again, I'm a woman that has a condition called Charcot-Marie Tooth. That is a nerve condition. It messes with my nerves. I have left side weakness. I do walk with a cane. Sometimes I walk with a walker. I have difficulties with balance. I have difficulties with controlling what's in my right hand because everything that's in my right hand sooner or later falls. So, yeah, that I wanted to say that before I tell you the story. So, Wednesday, July the 29th, my daughter and we started our day. I even vlogged about it. So, I'm trying to think if I posted it. I'm pretty sure I did post it. But we started our day. I cooked breakfast. We got dressed. We left the house because I needed to go to get my car checked out. I have a new car, and I'm loving it. It's a Volkswagen Tiguan. I always wanted a Volkswagen because my initials is VW. So, and some people said V-Dub to me. And so I always wanted a Volkswagen. I really didn't know which one I wanted. I was talking about getting a Jetta for a long time. But I wound up getting this Tiguan, and I have no regrets for getting it. However, I had a light that came on in my car already, and I couldn't understand why. I thought it was a check engine light, but me and my daughter we went to a car dealer because I have a warranty, and even with the warranty, it was expensive for them to even check out my car to get it fixed. So to fix what was possibly wrong with it. So we wound up going to AutoZone, and AutoZone gave me a price of AutoZone wanted to give me a price of a headlight because I wanted to get that checked out as well as get my headlight fixed because already my headlight blew. Because my car, the light stays on during the daytime and nighttime, is set up like that. So the driver's side blew. So I had to go get a price for that. So the check engine light, she put the thing in the car to see what comes up, and it wasn't a check engine light. Actually, it was the tires. My tires needed air, so the light came on. Okay, so after that, me and my daughter went to stores. My phone in my car is Bluetooth, so I'm able to talk to people. We was talking to people the whole time. I come home, and my neighbor surrounds my car talking about your daughter, and mind you, the daughter that's in the car with me had attempted to burglarize my other neighbor's house, and they called the cops. And I'm like, when did this happen? Because I'm not really the type of parent. I love my kids, but right is right and wrong is wrong. So I'm not going to cover for something that they did wrong. And he told me that she just did that. She wasn't in my car and all this other stuff. Because I was like, my daughter's been with me this whole time. We just pulled down the street. And she said, no, your daughter was not in the car. And that kind of burned me up because I don't like for someone to think I'm lying over something as simple as someone being in my car. So they called the cops. The cops came, and when the cops came, they sent, you know how they do when somebody calls for a cop. It seemed like the whole station comes to your house. So I'm in my house. I called my oldest daughter because she's kind of like my caretaker. She helps me because of my weakness. So I called her to come to the house. So it's me, her, my youngest daughter, the one that they accused inside the house. So my daughter was like, how they accusing her when I heard her the whole time in the car with you? I was like, I don't know. The cops came, and the cops came in the house. 2 of them came in the house, and the rest of them stayed outside. I invited them all to come in, but they refused. Only 2 came in, and the 2 asked me, they told me about the complaint, and they told me that how many daughters I have, and I told them how many I had, and they was like, which one is the youngest one? And my 21-year-old was like, me. And he asked her where she was at. She was like, I was with my mom all day. They just blew that off like I was lying, which really, made me feel a certain way. But he's an officer, and I just let him think what he wanted to think. So my youngest one said she wanted to go outside for a cigarette, and the other 2 cops was outside. So she went outside for a cigarette, and the cops went out a few minutes after her, and my daughter said to me, Mommy, I'm going out for a cigarette too. So they went out for a cigarette. Next thing I know, my oldest daughter is saying, why you're arresting my sister. I come outside, and the cop told my oldest daughter, shut up. And I said, we can't ask why you're arresting my daughter. And that quickly, YouTube, I felt someone grab my locks from behind and just yanked me and threw me on the ground. Mind you, it don't take much to throw me on the ground because I am disabled. The cop that threw me on the ground started choking me. I couldn't breathe, and I just screamed and kept saying, I can't breathe. That's all I could remember. Everything else was a blur to me. I woke up in a hospital and I thought I just got there. The nurses told me that I've been in there for 2 days. That was the second day that I arrived the day before. My daughter told me that, Mommy, you rolled down our hill, you rolled under our car, you started having seizures, and I started screaming, my mom got a condition, my mom got a condition. She said they act like they did not care. She said the cop that choked me act like he didn't care. And she said that she wished she would have had recorded it, but she was so much concerned about my health because I did lose my mom 4 years ago from this condition. So, but I wound up being in the hospital. I went in on Wednesday. I got out on Friday evening. And when I got home, I realized I had mailed. I opened up a letter, and it was that cop pressing charges against me, saying that I punched him. I did a whole bunch of stuff to him. And I couldn't understand why would he lie. But after talking to, a few attorneys and a few other people, they told me that he's going to do that to cover his toe. So, my daughter, she's in jail for something she didn't do. To get her out, I would need $60,000 with 10% makes it $6,000. I'm on Social Security. I have absolutely nothing. Also, I have to go to court. So I had to get a public defender because I couldn't hire an attorney. But I did hire an attorney for the civil part. I just been calling all different places because I feel like, I don't know, all the cops was white. And I questioned myself, like, if I was black, would they had did me the same exact way? And honestly, I really don't think they would have. So I suffer now with nightmares. I suffer now with afraid to be in my house by myself. My husband goes to work, and I stay home because I'm disabled. I normally write because I am an author, but I can't even write. I'm always crying. It's amazing that I'm able to do this video without breaking down, because I break down every time I talk about it. My husband set it up for me to see a psychiatrist because he's so afraid for me. I didn't feel like I wanted to go on at all. And I realized I have to be strong for my other kids that needs me, as well as the one that's in jail right now. So that's it. I just wanted to tell you what happened to me. I've seen it on TV, news and stuff like that, but I always said, not in my neighborhood. Not in my neighborhood. And it happened to be in my neighborhood. And I'm beyond words right now. I don't trust cops, and it's so crazy because they're the ones you're supposed to go to when you have problems, and I would not go to them for anything. You know what I mean? I went down there to press charges, and I was scared to press charges because I didn't know what they was going to do to me when I went there. I had to take my 2 daughters. Well, one of my daughters is my witness, but I had to take both of my daughters down there with me because I didn't know what was going to happen. So, yeah, YouTube, that's it. That's what happened to me, and I wanted to share my story. So, it's rough for me right now, and I'm the type of person who I love prayers, and I take prayers from anybody who wants to give it to me. And yeah, you too. I'll talk to you soon. Have a great day.